Schmo with the pro. He's 22-3. He's the number 2 ranked lightweight in the world. Justin the Highlight Gaethje here at Onyx Labs, Denver, Colorado. How we doing?
I'm doing great. Just got to beat up the Schmo a little bit, so I'm happy.
Yeah, the Schmo still feeling that Charlie horse in that left thigh. You got the Schmo pretty good with that left kick, man.
I couldn't let you out of there without tasting it one time.
Yeah, that's right, man. Now talk to the Schmo for a second. Is your mother finally retired?
My mom is not officially retired because until she is 56 and a half, she cannot retire. And she's 50. She just turned 56 in May. So in December, it's time. But she got to stick it through till December.
The Schmo feels like you're pushing back the time limit every single time we're interviewing you. It was 6 months before, 6 months later. You keep pushing it back.
I told her to leave now, but she won't do it. If she leaves now, she will not. She'll draw zero retirement. And I told her that doesn't matter. I would help her out until then. But my mom has worked over 30 years, and the kind of person she is, she can't. If she leaves now, she'll lose like 20%. So she just won't do it. I've told her 1,000 times, believe me. We've had many arguments over it, but this will be her last Christmas. I can promise you that.
Well, we know where the work ethic comes from, Mr. Gaethje. You can't complain. Now, also, we're preparing for a huge matchup. We're less than a month away. UFC 268, November 6th, Madison Square Garden. You're fighting Michael Chandler, man. How has your impression of this guy evolved since you first sized him up when you met him in Abu Dhabi about a year ago?
I mean, nothing's changed since then. I've always known that, watching his Bellator fights, watching his fight with Eddie Alvarez, a couple of those 2 fights back in the day, 2-3 fights, his fights with Will Brooks, the dude comes to fight. He loves fighting just as much as me. So yeah, styles make matchups, and this is a stylistic matchup for the fans. I mean, someone's going to get knocked out. Unless he turns into a bitch and tries to turn this into a wrestling match the whole time. He's talking about timid souls taking a step backwards. I mean, he's going to be a timid soul when he starts shooting for legs because he doesn't like the power. That's what I think.
And obviously you were upset when you found out when they were making this new lightweight championship belt, it would be for Charles Oliveira against Michael Chandler. That would be for the vacant. Your name wasn't put into the hat, but obviously you get the job done. You beat Chandler. Automatically you assume that you're fighting for the title next, right?
Absolutely, yeah. I go out there, get the dub on November 6th, and I will be fighting the winner of Poirier and Oliveira. That's definitely the plan. Number 1 fought number 5. Number 3 fought number 4. And if you were number 2, you got fucked. And it just so happened that my name was next to that number 2 spot. So it is what it is. The opportunity is ahead of me to get what I want. So I got to capitalize.
And obviously you feel like you fell victim because you had a loss in your last fight. It was Khabib. He retired, though. And you felt like you got the short end of the stick because your most recent fight, yeah?
Yeah, it was the most recent interim title holder. I see both ways to it. From the outside, being me, I was not happy. If I'm on the inside and I am running a $4 billion company, $5-6 billion company, then I probably want to try and have people forget about that guy. So yeah, they did what they wanted to do, had to do in their eyes. I was upset, but it doesn't matter. Got to go on and got to keep working. I lost. It is what I don't think you should get a title shot off a loss, but I think the circumstances were special, similar to the circumstances that got Corey Sandhagen this title fight. He just came off a loss and he jumped in there for a title fight, and the guy didn't retire. So yeah, there were even more special circumstances than that. There's been other ones. There's other examples of people getting shots off of losses. So yeah, I thought that was a bullshit way to say I shouldn't get it. It's just because I lost. The circumstances were different, and that's what it was.
And now you got a new contract, and now you got the opportunity to get to W, and then get to fight for the second opportunity to get that gold strap around your waist. You're training with Kamaru Usman. He's fighting Covington. It's going to be the second fight, man. Why is this fight going to go so much different than the first time they fought at UFC 245?
I don't think it's going to go any different. He's going to TKO him, hopefully earlier. Yeah, I mean, he fought Masvidal twice. You saw him fight the first time, and you saw him fight him the second time when he's been working with Trevor. His striking, his confidence in his striking has increased, exponentially since that first fight. So that'll be the biggest difference.
Yeah, you got the Schmo with the double leg there. We just remember that too. Flashbacks looking back at this nice white mat behind us.
Yeah. How about that takedown defense, though?
Strong, man.
You're pretty strong. You're 185 pounds. I can feel it.
Oh, you gotta be careful with that.
I can feel all of it.
We're working hard. Mr. Gaethje, can we get a final message for all your fans out there worldwide?
I cannot wait to fight in front of fans. I'm a show-off, a performer. And so, again, these last two fights have been a little different. Can't wait to get in there and feel the rush, the carnage. People wanting me to lose, win, all that stuff. So I'm excited to go in there and put on a show.
That's right. You might be the most excited fighter to come back for fans out there. First time getting to fight during this pandemic with fans for Justin Gaethje.
It is first time, and I'd never want to fight without fans again. That was not fun for me. Not ideal. 22-3, 19 knockouts, 9 bonuses in my first 7 fights. Those latter 2 of those things will never be matched. That's what I'm here for.
He's the pro. I'm the Schmo. Denver, Colorado. We're out.